Please subscribe.
The new year kicks off with a big launch for new car buyers in the UK. The new 6th generation Volkswagen Polo is now here. In 2017 it was the UK's 7th best-selling car with almost 48,000 registrations, and Volkswagen's second biggest success story, behind the Golf. Since the first generation model, over 14 million Polos have been produced, with around 10% of those cars registered on British plates. As such, the launch lineup is pretty broad, and will continue to grow as the year goes by. Unsurprisingly, VW expects the turbocharged 1.0-liter TSI to be the most popular engine choice. It's an engine we've already sampled and driven. Here is one of its little brothers, the naturally aspirated 1.0 MPI. This 64 bhp, naturally aspirated 3-cylinder unit is as cheap and basic as things get under the bonnet for the new Polo. It chalks up the £1,300 list price saving over the 94 bhp 1.0-liter TSI unit, and is very cheap to insure with just a Group 1 rating in either S or the slightly plusher SE trim level. As such, on paper at least it looks like the Polo to go for if being shrewd with cash is your thing. Even the 60.1 miles per gallon official fuel economy isn't that far behind that of the new generation TSI engine. However, the tiny 95 Nm of torque the engine produces means you really have to dig deep to get the Polo moving on faster roads such as dual carriageways, which also bites hard into that decent claimed fuel economy figure. When up to speed it's impressively refined, with the 3-cylinder drum of the engine well isolated. The switch to the new MQBO platform means that it feels grown up to drive, while VW's engineers have done an excellent job at preparing the Polo for pothole-selling roads here in Britain, with ride quality that feels better than that of the Ford Fiesta. It's not quite as fun to drive as the Fiesta though, and the peppy 1.0-liter TSI engine remains our pick over this basic 1.0 MPI unit. It's a much better engine choice all round, and on a PCP scheme may only cost a couple of quid more per month depending on your deposit. Nevertheless, comfort is one of the new Polo's big strong points. The new interior looks smart and clean, and makes use of the firm's trademark soft-touched plastics to feel like one of the most premium cabins in the segment. SE trim is expected to be the most popular choice in showrooms, boasting a sharp and slick 8-inch infotainment screen with VW's Car and App Connect system, a leather steering wheel, and a comprehensive suite of driver assists and safety features, including autonomous emergency braking. At this level there's still plenty of equipment left on the options list though, such as cruise control and parking sensors. The active info display digital instrument panel is available, but is also reserved as an optional extra. It's also more practical than the Fiesta with a much larger boot. In fact, the 351-liter cargo space is larger than some cars in the segment above, including the Focus.